YouTube channel near you.
Well, hello there, Gene Hudson, Rosemary. We got photos against anxiety. John, Val, Paranormal Paul, Leonard, Sunny 11. Hey, Gene. Let's see, Rosemary. Well, hello there, everybody. Well, thank you for all the birthday wishes. It's been great. Fantastic. Another year older. I love it. Hey, Brown Barber. So everybody's starting to tune in and relax on a Tuesday evening. Yes. So, Val, how are you doing? And Angela's still working on her thing. Hello, Denise and Gary. So, Angela, how are you doing there tonight?
Doing good.
Good. Did you get it up and running?
Well, I'm trying to. I just think bandwidth is being sucked up, so I don't think I have
terrible, right?
any luck.
Terrible. So, round of applause for everybody. Nice to see everybody tonight. Hey, John, Penny Van, hello there. So, of course, my brother calls from Florida. I know what it's for. I'm live, brother. I'm live, man. So, yeah, I'll get back to you. And thank you, Crystal, for happy birthday. So, yeah, let me hit remind me when I leave. There we go. So thank you, Cheyenne. Hello there. Hello, Amy WC. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello, good folks, she says. Cindy Simpson, welcome. So, hello, Grizzly. That girl last night couldn't get you off her laptop. You had to send her the link through Facebook Messenger. What? What the world? Gene, what are you talking about? Oh, Lord have mercy. You make me blush. Hello there, Nelda. Liana, nice to have you. Julianne, welcome. All right. So, everybody, I know the first person in line is photo against anxiety. We didn't get to that one the other night, so I said we'll get that. So photo, make sure. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you very much. So photo, what is your real name? So I can use your real name when I do your reading. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, get your name in line. Did you get your birthday suit? What's she saying? Cleaned and pressed for the Oh, you're lucky you can only see chest high, right? Nah, anyways. Thank you, Sunny 11. Yes, I don't forget about you photos. Yes, Brian, I got you. Rosemary got you. Jillian got you. I've got some new decks tonight. So I was talking to Kelly Jo Angela, asking why am I being told to switch decks?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Leonard. Thank you. Barbara got you too. Paranormal Paul got you. Liana got you. Cheyenne got you. I can't even talk. I get so nervous. Thank you, Leonard. Is that Kelly Jo was telling me that's my spirit guides telling me to pick a different deck for that person because of the energy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I thought I was losing my mind. Val, I've got you in line. Not a problem. Got you. So, Crystal got you in line. Sunny 11 got you. Denise got you. Let's see here. All right. So photos. What is your real name? You just give me the first name. I don't need your full birth name. Demi. All right, Demi. Gives me a little better chance to tune in on that energy. All right. Well, there's a lot of energy tonight in here. All right, so who I've got? I got Demi, Curtis, Brian, Rosemary, Julianne, Paranormal Paul, Liana, Cheyenne, Brian, Crystal, Sunny, and Denise. That's who I've got thus far. So if I miss anybody, shout out to me, and I'll make sure and get you in line. Hello, Nilda. Hopefully everything's going good with you, Nilda. So, yes, Nilda, I got you in line now, too. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get started so we don't get behind. All right, Demi here. Let me get my bearings here. I don't know which deck to do for you, so we're going to do this deck and see what happens here. Now, Demi, what's your, let me get on the right chat so I can see. Rough age, please, just a ishy. And a little twisted, I got you now. Barbara, I thought I had you. Let me make sure. I did a lot of clicking. Yes, I do have you. You're down to, oh, there she goes. Yes, Barbara, I got you. Demi, how old are you roughly? Just like ish, just like 30 or 40-ish. You don't have to be. Hello, John. Just rough issue age. All right. Let's see here. We'll just click on that name. Late 50s. That's fine. All right, there she is. She's come back to join me. All right, let's tune in on your energy here. That's me, Angela. I spilled cards all over my keyboard. This keyboard is very touchy. Hold on, Angela. There you go.
All right.
All right. So her name is Demi.
Okay.
New decks are very hard to shuffle. Very hard. They're nice and stiff.
Do you want me to read her first, or are you going to do the deck first for her?
I'm going to pull her some cards first. Let's see what they come up with. All right. Here we go. All right. So the first thing I've got is very good energy, kind of sporadic. What I'm getting is I think you need to probably slow down for a minute. You probably need to sit in silence for a moment and probably need to work on some self-care. There's probably some things coming around to you, but there's probably some trust issues that you probably had in the past that you probably need to reconcile or make up or resolve. I don't know what this is. But you've been on a journey off and on in life, and you had some rough patches in the past. I can sense that. But you're on this journey, but you need to hang in there. I don't know what you're doing or what you're wanting, but it is going to come to fruition, whatever you are seeking, right? So I don't know what this is, but the other card, it's telling me to tell you to slow down and take your time. Things will come, just like I said earlier about fruition. There's no need to rush everything. It will come. God does work in mysterious ways, and it's on his time. Just keep that in mind. You are doing your part. You are doing what needs to be done. Don't think you're not. Trust in what you're doing, and it will come. Your life and what you're doing is enough. I don't know what what are you working on? Is she even talking?
I can't see the chat, so since I'm using my phone.
I try to monitor it. So what are you working on? Because it keeps referring to divine timing. Divine timing. Oh, that's good news. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. However, make sure and pay attention to small details. This is going to be something that can be overlooked, but if you look at it twice, you can find something that could be corrected that will save you headaches for the long haul. But other than that, you're good to go. I don't know what you're working on or what is coming to you or what you plan on doing, but whatever it is, it's good. So you got a lot of great energy. You've been through a lot in the past, but what you have is what you got now because of it. Great energy. So I really appreciate you letting me have a chance to read you. Go ahead, Angela.
All right. So photos against anxiety. Let's pick up your energy and see what the runes have to say.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay. First rune I get for you. This is Thurisaz. And what I'm picking up from this, like tough time, like struggle, like right now, a period of struggle. But I'm getting off of that rune. Thurisaz is the thorn. So it usually means boundaries, danger, risk. But it can also mean, struggle because it feels like you're being held back by thorns is what it feels like. You're trying to move forward through them. The next rune I have, this is Iowa. So this is death and regeneration. Um, so I'm getting the sense of the difficult times, the hard times are going to be behind you, and that you're going to have some really great times in front of you. That things are going to get a lot better. Just hang in there, have patience, keep slugging through. It's like keep slugging through the thorns. The next rune I got is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. So this means that the spirit world is going to be giving you a gift of great blessing that you're going to appreciate. And it feels like a lot of healing is coming your way and your great deal of joy. You'll have reason to celebrate soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelby. Appreciate it, Shelby. Hon. Thank you very much. Awesome, Angela. Yeah, so Photo says, thank you. I'm working every day to give back. Yeah, so that really makes a lot of sense. So, all right, next up, we have, let's see, yeah. Brian Barber. All right, Brian, let's see what the cards deal for you. Oh, you're welcome, Photos. All right, Brian. This is a new deck, Mr. Barber. All right, here. Let's see what this says. All right. Did you just hear somebody laugh? I must be hearing things. I thought I heard somebody giggle.
I hadn't heard laughter, no.
All right. So the first card I got, it's telling me that you need to be true to yourself in a lot of different ways. But for some reason, it's also indicating that not everyone can get you at some times. But also, it's pointing at not everybody can understand you from different levels of perceptions. I don't understand what that means. No matter what people say, they don't actually see what your worth is. But I also feel like you got a lot of beauty within you. And it also talks about your power, that you stand tall on your power. When it talks about power, it talks about dignity. It talks about your inner self-worth. It talks about your moral grounds, how you treat other people in my book. And that's a good representation. Your other card I've got, it talks about now's the time that you're going to have to understand, you're going to have to accept where you're at in life. This moment in time is a learning lesson. And I think what somebody's trying to tell you, that you're going to have to learn and accept what the cards are dealing with you with life. This is something that will too pass. It also gives me indications that you can move forward with this. And I think this is probably going to relate to what I know just by talking to you. You're going to be moved forward and clear about your intentions, right? Your life changes, and I think I know where this is going. But I think a lot of things are going to be made easier. And this also is an indication to me that the universe is going to be here to help you with that transition. Because the transition I'm seeing is a 360. And I think the transition it's showing me is the lifestyle that must be changed. And I'm not going to elaborate on this because I think you know what I'm referring to. So I'm going to stop there. But when you do the transition, and you must do it fully, honestly, then this is going to open up other doors health-wise for you and the benefits for you. And it's going to be unexpectedly be ready, because the transformation will happen immediately. And I think this is what this is trying to tell me, to tell you to have faith. And I think you know where I'm going to go with this, because I think we talked about this on several cases in the past couple of nights. I'm going to stop there. Does this resonate? Crystal, girl, thank you. Daggone. You made me want to take my clothes off. Daggone. Thank you. Brian Barber, do you know where I'm going with this, or I need to spell it out? Because I'll spell it out. I don't know if he's crying or shaking. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm live. I seen you call, brother. I was just talking about you. How you doing, Jason? That's my brother, guys. He's down in Florida. And we need to resonate Grizzly Chris's birthday. Yes, it does resonate with actually spelled. So what I'm talking about, oh, thank you, Denise. Thank you, hon. So what I'm talking about, I think we need to make the transition on health. I think we need to follow the doctor's saying about the diet, and we need to adhere to that diet because the cards are resonating in telling me to tell you we need to focus on the diet and we need to hear about the doctor's restrictions. And not only the restrictions the doctor gave you about eating, but also the other restrictions about weight limits and other stuff. I don't think you're following them correctly. I think you've been cheating some. And we need to focus on that because that bending, whatever the restrictions, I think you're not being honest on, is prolonging what you're going through. And I think that's what the cards are telling me. Now, I love you too, brother. Hello, Lauren. I see your comments now, Lauren. They're showing up. I got them on the screen now. Now, Brian, does that resonate now? Thanks for calling, Johnson. And congratulations on your promotion too, by the way. Let's give a second and see if Brian, yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. Now, all right, go ahead, Angela.
All right, so let's go ahead and do one. So I'm reading for Brian, correct?
Yes, Brian Barber.
Okay. Okay, so for Brian Barber. Let's see what the runes say. So the first rune I got is Nadis. So this is the rune of necessity. It could be love. It could be protection. And I feel like you're in a dicey situation. It feels like it's financially related. Like you feel like you're going to go over an edge where you can't be at the point of no return financially, and you're just skirting the reader's edge right now. It tells me that you're doing a good job of doing that. I mean, you haven't gone over yet, but Nadis is also saying to me that you might want to invoke that energy of Nadis for the protection. So for Nadis, you usually is when we cross the fingers when we evoke that rune, and you can also look up the Galdor song and chant it and picture this rune in red on your person and ask for its help. And there even is runic yoga where you take an exercise like a rune position and face the correct direction and chant the Gelder song and just ask for its energy to help you. So you might even want to meditate on that rune specifically. So the next rune I got for you. Next rune, this is Pertho. Pertho means luck. In this case, it could be either way. So Pertho, this is the die cup. This is like the Wheel of Fortune and Tarot. And this is saying you have a future to look forward to, and feels like it's a good future, and that you have something to look forward to, and to keep in mind. And this rune's telling me to keep in your heart. You have a better future to look forward to, so keep future thinking. The next rune I got is Sowilo. So this is a non-invertible rune, and it kind of looks like an S here, but the lightning strike, success. Let me pull this up here. And this is the ray of sunlight. It says that you're going to have a breakthrough soon. That you really are going to have a breakthrough, and you're really going to appreciate that and be grateful for it. That breakthrough is coming for you, and it's coming from the spirit realm. You're going to have this enormous breakthrough, and you're going to have tremendous success going forward.
Awesome. Thank you, Little Twisted. Good night, John. Wow, that card jumped out. Good night, John. Have a good night. All right, I got you covered, Cindy. I got you on the list. All right, next up is Rosemary. All right, Rosemary, your card just like jumped right out, one of them. So let's see what this says. All right, so for some reason, I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't remember when I read people, so you got to bear with me. For some reason, I'm seeing doors. I don't know what that means, but when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy. There's reasons, okay? If a door's closed, it's closed for a reason. If you're being redirected, there's usually something far bigger coming. Endings are a part of a cycle. It's never the fear, you know, especially if somebody gets a death card, the devil card, it's not the worst. It's not the ending. It's always the cycle of life. There's new beginnings, new wonderful new opportunities. So when door closes, other things open. God closes doors for a reason, to get your attention, to send you on a new path. God ends relationships, whether it's friends, spouses, whatever, jobs, to get your attention, to get you on a different path. I do believe that for certain reasons. So that leads you into the next card, that we need to also stop worrying about certain things. I don't know what you're worrying about. I don't know what's been on you. But we need to worry about the rule. The worry rule that I think about is getting excited about certain things about you. We need to worry about you and not other people. I don't know if this resonates at all. I'm on the wrong chat. All right, let me mute her while she's doing that. Let's see here. Where are you at, Rosemary? Are you even in here, Rosemary? Let's see if she's in here. Rosemary, are you here, hon? Jason would like a reading. Okay, I got Jason. Oh, Lauren, that's cute. Rosemary, even in here? Okay. All right. Is this making any sense? Because when we talk about the future and what it will bring, we're talking about the energy and the motion. What you put out will also come back to you. Think about that. That can work two ways. It can work for you or it can work against you. I'm a firm believer of pay it forward. I'm a firm believer what goes around comes around. I'm a firm believer in karma. Think about what I said and how I said it and the words I used to say it. I'm a firm believer on about articulation. With conscious effort on your part, I think the happy ending that you want will come. And I think you've been wanting certain things for a little while, which will manifest. But you have to believe in that and quit doubting yourself. So does that make sense? See what she says. She says, no cookies tonight, Brian. I want cookies. I had cake and ice cream. So Rosemary, does that make sense? Let's see here. Yes, it does. All right, Angela, go ahead.
All right, Rosemary, let's go ahead and do your reading. So the first rune I get is Isa. So this is ice. This is the glacier. When I see this, this usually means slow down, pause, delay. And I got the impression of slowing down, like I'm rushing. I need to slow down my thoughts, slow down my pace, slow down for myself, and take some time for yourself to really meditate, relax, focus on you, and take that pause, that breather, because you are wearing yourself out. And it feels like I'm rushing, like my brain is on a rushing train, and I pick up on your energy. The next rune I get is Manas. So Manas is the Bifrost Bridge. It's also humanity. It's human intellect. I'm being told to save your intellect, that you need to really meditate, rest, and do some sort of meditation. Maybe even some transcendental meditation or something of that nature, because you're wearing out your intellect, you're wearing out your brain, and I'm being told on this rune that you need to save your intellect, because the pace that you're thinking at and everything that you're going through right now, that pace, that mental pace that you keeping is damaging your intellect if you keep it up long term. So make sure that you take time for yourself and do things that nourishes your mind and relaxes your mind and clears your thoughts, so that you can have that peace and that rest, and your mind can restore itself. And I think meditation is an excellent option. Self hypnosis is another option. They're all great options. So another rune here, the last rune I have is algae. So algae is a rune of sanctuary, and it's protection, it's prosperity. And I'm getting the impression of that you need some sort of sanctuary for yourself, that you're in the process of building a sanctuary, but you are really need to focus on this. And I'm being shown it can be very small. It can be just a little space for yourself, and it could just be a very plain room with just a few crystals around you, and where you just take a deep breath and relax. Because there's just this urgent need for sanctuary, for rest in your life, to make sure to save yourself from exhaustion, from burnout.
Interesting. All right, Lauren. You ready for yours, Lauren? So I like your energy, Lauren. You got a very unique energy about you. The cards that I had to switch decks for you. And so the first card was a balance card. When I get the balance card, it can mean a plethora of things, but it's more about balance in relationships, and not possibly between your significant other. It's more amongst, it seems like, friendships somehow amongst, because it feels like it's a spider web that's going out. And it seems like it's indicating, pointing to, of all your friendships are equal and balanced. I feel like there's some kind of tension somewhere out there. I don't know what that's trying to tell you. It's about giving and receiving. Something's out of kilter there. But what I think it's trying to tell you is about the rhythm. So take a look at that. The other thing is about sacrificing and self-sustaining yourself. Therefore, you can create the obstacles in the maze. For some reason, when I say maze, I think there's some things out there in front of you that needs to probably be plucked or removed. And you may have to have a conversation down the road with somebody to overcome whatever is in your circle. When I say that, maybe I should say that are not worthy, that you've been probably tolerating some people or something in respective ways. And I'm going to stop there. The other card I've got is an awakening card. This tells me that you do have some abilities and you do have some gifts. I see that, but it also shows me that you have a very kind soul, that you need to expand on your soul and you need to use your 3D vision. It also shows me that you have a very old soul that is here to do many great things, that you're here on earth and you have a purpose, that you do teach and you do share a lot of knowledge. You realize this because you do it already amongst your friends, and you have a very higher self that you really don't think about yourself this way, but you are. This is having a higher acceptance and an inner peace. When I say inner peace, I think of a flame. Don't guide your flame, let the flame out. A lot of people look up to you, I see, and you are a well-rounded person. And a lot of people think highly of you and respect you in what you say. However, deal with that bark that needs to be cut and segmented out of your life. And I think once you remove that piece, I think you're going to be better off. sometimes in life we have to make or have tough conversations. It's not pleasant, but we can do that respectfully and professionally. And once we have it, it'll be okay. And Lauren, does any of this resonate with you? Let's see what she says here. She got good energy. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Angela.
All right. So Lauren. Okay. Do a reading for you. And I see my laptop is doing its own thing right now without me. Just going through websites and doing its own thing. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull for you, Lauren. So the very first rune that I get for you, this is Feiyu. So Feiyu is money, mobile wealth, prosperity. I get the sense that with this one, I'm getting the sense of gifts with it, though. There's it does help with lucid dreaming, so I'm getting that aspect of it. But there's also a good, solid financial base. Like you're in a good financial position right now, right? And that usually indicates you're getting money. So the next rune I have is Tiwas, or not Tiwas, I apologize. This is Thorasas. So this is danger, risk. I got the impression here with this thorn, there's an issue with boundaries that are not being respected. Okay? That these boundaries have to be respected, and you need to make sure that you make those boundaries firm. Like you cannot cross this boundary. This is it. You're not allowed past this point. We're done once you pass this point. The next rune I got is Manaz. So Manaz is human intellect, wisdom, the bridge from the spirit world, bridge from this world to the spirit world. I'm getting the sense off of this is that you're very human focused, that you have a lot of compassion for human beings, and you have this tremendous sense of purpose for being here for all of humanity and not just for yourself. And it feels like to me that it's time to make sure to invoke this rune or to evoke that wisdom, that sense of that bridge, to let that show, to let that spiritual aspect, your spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts come through more, so you can help propel yourself towards that purpose that you're actually here for, that your soul is here for.
Interesting. All right, next up, we have Paranormal Paul. Are you still in the house, Paul? Paranormal Paul? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Jason. Yes, absolutely. All right, Paranormal Paul, I got your cards out. Let's make sure you're here. If not, I got to put them back and reshuffle. Oh, you're welcome, Lauren. You got very good energy. But no, you're right, Lauren. That's who you're exactly right. Who you were, who you said it was. I just didn't want to say it. Okay, right here. All right. So, Paul, very interesting. You've been through a lot. Been through a whole lot. So, first couple of things let's talk about. Let's talk about the negative things. So, don't allow the negative emotions to fester. I'm real big on that. We need to let those out, especially when you're feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example. I just want to acknowledge that, right? And that's what it's telling me that. Don't fight your feelings. Go with them and kind of let them escape. And there's ways to do that. Because then the true healing will amend those and will work on yourself. I will stop and end there, and let's go to your next card. The card indicates to me that you've gone through changes and you're still possibly going through changes in cycles. This is normal. I know, Gene, I'm not good with neurology or the moon phases or anything like that. But when you leave the old version of yourself behind, you're also shedding unnecessary layers of your own self. And that can cause old cycles and new beginnings. And when that happens, new things are on the horizons, and it can kind of get kind of confusion and disoriented to what is right and what is wrong. And also when you have somebody that is not probably truthful or maybe not telling you the right things and kind of polluting the truth and maybe not being totally honest with you on certain things, and stop. Does that resonate right there? Because if that doesn't resonate, then we got a problem. Oh, I don't know if he said correct on that. Let me see if he says correct. I got to try to watch since you're on your phone. Hey, Katie, welcome. Okay, it does. Now, if we can take care of that, all right, I see everything going to be a whole lot better. And a lot of things are going to be not 100% better, but a lot better. And the things that you want will come. But you're going to have to do this the right way and not do it under emotional ways. When I say emotional, you're going to have to do this with a clear conscience and not being frustrated or angry when doing this. So what I'm saying is think about how you're going to do this and do it professionally. If you can do that the right way, clear sailings, you got it made. It's going to ruffle some feathers in the beginning, but if you do it right, you're going to come out smelling like the rose. I have many tough conversations in life with a lot of people. My staff, co-host, Angela knows, she knows the rules about being on the shows. Everybody does. They know what happens when you break the rules. There's no questions. They know the consequences. It's cut and dry. We don't beat around the bush. We're up front with each other. That's the way we are. But I think you got everything that you want. I see some of the decisions you made in the past. That's thin. You learn from them. So let's not make the same mistake again. But I think you're on track, and I think you got the momentum now to get where you want to go. All right, Angela, your turn.
All right, Paranormal Paul. Pull some runes for you. I'm drawn to do a different set of runes here, so let's use these guys. Paranormal Paul, Paranormal Paul. Okay, so the first rune I got, this is Bayu, but it's upside down and reversed, indicating that I just feel like there were some financial troubles, some decisions that led to financial difficulty. And the next rune I got here is Yara. So Yara means that you have a harvest coming. That means you have prosperity coming in your future. And those decisions that led to the financial problems are in your past. And I get the sense that you're not going to make those mistakes again. But you do have prosperity coming to you. It's a gift. Enjoy it because it's reward for your lessons. The next rune I have for you, this is Algies. So Algies is the rune of sanctuary, prosperity, security, and it's got the 3 polarities of energy: neutral, neutral, positive, negative. Represents the world tree. So I got that there's sanctuary coming. There's a security coming. There's a sense of financial security, of not only financial but personal security that's coming for you. So as long as you're not, I'm feeling like you're worried and upset still about the past. And I feel that going through, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about coming it up again. Just put that in the past. It is in your past, and embrace your future, because there is a future coming that's going to be very good for you.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. Nelda, are you still in the house? Nelda, are you still here, girl? Yes, Lauren, that's why the little girl paid you a visit. She's drawn to your gifts. Hey, Katie, how you doing, hon? Oh, well, welcome, Katie. We're very laid back. Welcome to the show, hon. Oh, you're welcome, Paul. Paranormal Paul, absolutely. Thanks for letting us read you, Paul. You got good energy. All right. So, Nilda, are you here? Let me go to the right chat. Oh, thank you, Katie. Nilda, my stomach got upset. Is your stomach in knots, Nilda? I don't know if she's still here or not. I know sometimes she comes and goes, so. Absolutely, Katie. Nilda. Yes, Julianne, I got you on the list, hon. All right, here. Last call for Nilda. I got to put her cards up. Give her 5 seconds to make sure you didn't run to the kitchen. All right, here. We'll check back with Nilda. We'll leave her on the list. And I'll have to reshuffle. I won't remember her cards. All right, next up is, let's see. Actually, Julianne now. All right, Julianne, you're in. All right, let me, oh, dang. It's like, not that deck. It said grab the other one. Wow. That was interesting. It said not that one. It's like screaming in my ear. So first thing I got on Julie, I see rainbows. Nope, Sonny, I got you. All right. All right. Julianne. Interesting. Whoa, that card came out. All right, let's see what this says. Ooh, I got shivers up my spine. That's weird. All right, so the first card I've got, it's indicating to kind of be true about yourself. For some reason, it's also indicating to me that maybe some people are not getting you in some ways. I don't know what that means. But they can only understand certain levels of perceptions. And when I get perceptions, that means certain people are not understanding where you're coming from. But however, I understand though too, you have gifts. So a lot of people don't understand people with abilities or learning your abilities or going through that process. So that's probably what that means. But no matter what people think or say, ignore it, because you're going to go through that stage. If you're not, it's going to happen. But remember this, the beauty is within yourself. It will shine, and let it shine. And don't worry about the stigmata, because you're going to have the stigmata with that. And stand tall on your power. Don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. And like I said on Kelly Joe's show, I finally just told God in prayer that whatever is, let it be. I'll have it and send it, and I will deal with it, embrace it as much as I can be. However, the second card that we drew, and talks about that we need to accept things as we are in life right now. And it also indicates in this moment in time. So when we say something like this or think something like this, we need to plant our feet firmly on the ground, and we need to be kind of clear about our intentions. So when I get something like this, then this is probably something we need to set probably some goals or set some future goals and see what directions we need to move forward to, or what direction you want in life to move in that direction forward, and make sure we have a clear understanding what we want to do, referring to you, because it's going to make it easier for you to go in that direction without any obstacles. And we want a clear path. And I want to make sure you understand, I say clear path, not obstacles, and clear path, clear directions, because this will help you with the universe to make sure that the doors will be open when you get there. because you don't want to get there and find out the door's locked because you didn't do the steps necessary to get there. Then you have to go back and redo the steps. Think about what I just said and how I said it. You got to do A, B, C to get to D. You can't go to A to D. You got to do B and C. A lot of people understand that. You got to go through the process. You just can't do shortcuts. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it's supposed to make sense to you because I'm saying it. So it says unexpectedly to be ready. So you better pack your bags because whatever journey you're getting ready to go on, you're getting ready to go. So whether you're ready or not, you're going to go. So what you plan on doing is already started, which you already know about. So you better start praying and start doing what you're doing, meditating, and circle up with whoever you need to and partner up with whoever to make sure that you're ready for this journey. What is she saying? Oh, here it is. Yo, I need sweet sounds and a heart straighten up and fly right. That's the captain that came out on me. Hey, I'm just telling you what they're telling me to tell you. Are you lollygagging? You tell me. Is it paperwork or an actual trip? It sounds like, to be honest, it sounds like you're getting ready to do two things. It sounds like you're going on a spiritual journey and you're actually going on a trip. I think it's both. It's what it sounds like to me. Is that what you're getting ready to go on? I don't know. I don't live with you. I'm on the outside, girl. Let's see what she says. Is she going on a trip? That'd be funnier than hell. She is. Sounds like the UFO's coming. hey, don't give them Biden. Don't think I got to say, well, I'll be in hell. So, but no, are you planning on a trip? Because it sounds like you're doing two things. To me, from what I'm being told, it sounds like two things. I know. Whoop whoop, Julie. I'll call them when they come. Do they really? Are you one of those ES5 people? I've always wanted to try that. They say it works. Have you ever done that, Angela?
I've tried it. It doesn't work for me as far as like actual UFOs appearing. Just in dreams, they show up, and that's it.
Well, so. I know you're going on a spiritual journey. Because are you learning about your powers or your gifts, Julianne? I think it's her. I can't remember who. I can't remember everybody. Hey, Dolores. Trip with the counters. My tuning forks, they showed up. Oh, Julianne, have you seen my tuning forks? I got mine right here. Check mine out. Oh, if I can get them up in the air without knocking them all out. Look at mine.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Very pretty.
There's mine, Julianne. Now, I'm big in frequencies and vibration. So, okay. All right, Angela, take it away.
All right, Julianne, let's see what we got for you.
Oh, she does have a lot of spiritual training. Okay.
So the first rune I got for you is Helgelas. So Helgelas is where we get the word hell from, but it's the hellstone. I'm getting a sense of transformation, but it's interference to bring about the transformation. So it's like all these difficulties are coming along, but it's trying to push you in the direction that you're supposed to go in. And that will clear up, because this rune, Helgelas, is absolutely about transformation, lucid dreaming, protection, and it has that aspect to it. And so I'm getting both. It's like I'm getting your abilities, but I'm also seeing like there's lots of interference right now, and it's because the universe is trying to steer you a direction that you need to go in. The next rune I got is Wunyo. So Wunyo is a rune of peace, joy, uh, happy endings, victory. It's the weather vane flying high here. What I'm getting off of this for you, it feels like this comes from the spiritual world. It feels like you're manifesting a type of peace that was coming from the spirit realm, and it's going to be provided for you. Um, it feels like there's a sanctuary that it's even been created for you in the spirit world, and if you do your meditation and connect with your higher self, that they're going to take you there. Like your guides will take you to this place. You'll feel refreshed, and then you'll have a different perspective that you can come back with. But you can also come back with lessons learned from your guides. The next rune I got is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. Gift. I'm getting a really strong impression like your guides are trying to reach you. Like you've got some really good spirit guides around you, and you have some great gifts, like psychic gifts, and they're trying to get to you to use your gifts because they're going to take you on a journey. It's on a psychic journey. So this is a psychic realm, a spirit realm. So they're taking you, they want to take you to work higher, working in the spirit realm. So they will be taking you to raising your frequency and your vibration, and taking you to sanctuaries and places where you would have rest and rejuvenation, and that you can come back from, that you feel like you've been on a vacation and you come back and you feel better about it. But it is that higher self. It feels very spiritual, and your guides definitely want to take you on those out-of-body experiences, astral travel, remote viewing, those type of experiences in different realms and different levels of our dimensions of the
That's
universe.
awesome. That is awesome. I'm very happy for her. Liana, are you still in here, hon? Yeah, hers was very like dry and cut. It was just like, okay. Ash said something about channeling yesterday, so this makes sense. Somebody's trying to get your attention, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers was pretty strong. I was like, damn. So, but no, I pray every night. I tell God, okay, Liana, I already got your car. I told Kelly Joe before the show, I told God, every night, whatever y'all want me to do, just, I'm here. So, Liana, I always love your energy, right? Because you're like a little spitfire. And Ash even said that too when she read you the other night. But it's interesting because when I got this card, I looked at it twice, and my hand vibrated. And when it vibrated, it was like tingly, like it was asleep. I never felt that. So self-awareness is a key. And I always tell this to a lot of people. And it's time to take time and to spend time with your soul. And I feel like you're liking that. And I don't know why that needs to be said, but it needs to be said. Sometimes you need to take a walk in nature. I think a lot of people need to do that. And when I tell somebody to take a walk in nature, people laugh. Do it without shoes on. Kelly Joe's big in that, and so am I, because you get grounded and you pick up a lot of frequencies from Mother Earth and so forth. But it also grounds yourself. So think about that. However, I think you like music. For some reason, I hear music a lot when I click on your name. So I want you to listen to some of your favorite music and let your soul soak it up. I think you need to do that. And I think you need to do that in the next couple of days. I think your soul deserves that. And I think you know why I'm saying that. But the other card that I've got ties in with the first card. And it's a reminder that you are doing your best, that enough's enough. I'll say it again, that you are doing your best and enough's enough. I think you're overdoing yourself a lot of days. Girl, you're doing a lot. So remember that. And remember this, the difficulties you face today will never last every day. Remember, the difficulties you face will never last. Okay? You got to remember that. And you also need to release, I think, your thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to elaborate. I think you know why. I want you to focus on love, on energy of love. And I want you to do that when you listen to your music. And I want you to think about your happiness and your dreams. I want you to think about your happiness in your dreams. Now, I know what your dreams are. I know what makes you happy. The little hump that you are going through, or you're about to go through, or you just went through, is going to pass. Remember that. And where are you at? Oh, I love that idea. No shoes walking. Just make sure don't walk through the woods with the thorns. Just, you'll be cussing me. But do you know what I'm talking about, or I need to spell it out like Brian Barber? But just remember, yes, there you go. Absolutely. I know it's hard, but you got to remember that, though. The thing, though, is, right? So when I see you, I see your heart, and I see a red heart. And inside the red heart, I see black soot, right? And the black soot is the emotions that are built up, and it's just like very thick, right? And inside there, I see happiness, but that black soot is covering the happiness. And it's some of those worries and thoughts, we need to release it. And I think a walk, and especially some good music that you like listening to, will release some of that. But I also want you to think about what you want and what you dream about. And I think that'll release a lot of that. But you also need to forgive yourself about some of the things that happen back here and let it go. But you're good to go. All right, Angela. Yes, you definitely understand.
All right. Leona King. What we got here in terms of the runes. Okay, so the first rune I got is Nadis. So Nadis is the rune of necessity, of just focusing on what's necessary and to try to get by. But it also has in runic poetry a phrase they called a tight band around the chest, and it feels like anxiety. So I feel that anxiety. It feels like this is representing some sort of tension and anxiety that you have that is always there in the background that we need to release. And it feels like you're hanging on for something, and it's this anxiety. It's like it's not even justified. It's not something that whatever you're worried or focused about that's going to manifest again. It's more of this is something that's happened in the past, and you're holding on. You're like afraid that it's going to happen again, and like let that go because you're going under a major transformation. This is what awaits you. This is death and rebirth. This is regeneration. This is growth. And so you're going to be regenerating into a new person. I see you becoming this beautiful person of light, and this light just pouring out of you and all around you, and just being this light that's in the world, this great light. Just release some of that anxiety. Just trust that heaven knows what's right with you, and trust that heaven's looking out for you and is not going to let you go through that again. So the last rune I got is Manas. This is the bridge from the physical world to the spirit world. This is also intellect, humanity, and that's supposed to be a bridge there. So what I'm getting off of Manas is there's like this fusion. I keep feeling wisdom coming out of this. It's like when you go through this transformation and you've been through all of that, and you put that anxiety behind you, all this wisdom manifests through you that is very powerful and that you could share with the world. And you have no idea what it comes from, but it's really coming from above because it's wisdom from the universe that is passing along the wisdom to you.
All right. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Cheyenne. All right, Cheyenne. I got your calls up. All right. So let's talk, Cheyenne. Oh, you're welcome, Liana. It's always a great pleasure to read you guys. You all got wonderful energy. And it's a great pleasure. Cheyenne. So the first card I got, and I don't know if it's your stomach or my stomach, but my stomach's like kind of in knots. So I don't know if you kind of like stressing or I don't know what it is. But the card I'm getting, it tells me that you're so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. I don't know if you've been praying for something, for things to heal. Okay. I know what that is. It just dawned on me. So yes. Okay. So that does resonate. I do understand why that thing's to heal. So I know what that is. But it also shows there's new opportunities that's going to appear and some relationships are going to improve. And some of your prayers will be answered soon. So the things you've been praying for will be manifesting. But the next card ties into the last card. And it's telling me to tell you that you need to go back to the heart that you truly are, to go back to your grassroots, and you're going to find peace. That you need to stop and look at your life wholeheartedly and look at your life entirely. You're there, but you're not. You're missing some things in life that you should be enjoying, and quit stressing. I know, I think I've resonated on some of this, why you're stressing, and I can understand why, but it's showing me that things are going to be all right. And it says that acknowledge that your old wounds, and then release them. I don't know. I think I see what the old wounds may be, but a few of these wounds are kind of deep. And I see a couple of scars. They're not healed, but they need to be healed and passed on and moved forward. You need to use what they taught you as added strength. For some reason, I'm seeing that. And I need to tell you that. But you got to keep moving forward. And you cannot slow down. Remember, what is behind you has to stay behind you and must not be dragged. And that is the hardest part for a lot of people today, is not to drag what is from the past with you into the current. A lot of people bring that baggage with them. However, that's what it is, baggage, right? The baggage must be left at the airport, not brought to the terminal. So we need to check that and check it out and never bring it forward. But you also renew in your self-confidence. You got to remember that. I don't know why it's telling me about your confidence, but think about that and think about what was said and cherish this, because for some reason it's telling me to tell you that you got to remember these words. Does this make sense to you? I think a lot of it does, without going too personal in front of everybody. Where are you at? Here we are. All right. Yes, Dolores, the chats in here and all the shows are very warm, and I love it. Yes, it does. All right, Angela, your turn.
Okay, so Cheyenne Gayheart. Okay, so the first rune I bring up for you, this is Ansuz. This is wisdom. And this is particularly speaking wisdom. And I feel like you've gained wisdom. Like you've gained wisdom from your experiences. And you're keeping it to yourself, but let it guide you. You do have wisdom there. The next rune I have for you is Isa. So Isa meaning pause, rest, delay. But it feels like there is a delay, but it's a necessary delay of being told that it's time for you to take time for yourself and rest, take care of yourself, and really nurture yourself and meditate and just relax it feels like you have put too much on yourself, and it's time for you to relax and enjoy the peace that you do have. And the next rune, this is Tidewe. So Tidewe means victory, oath. This is the warrior's rune. This is justice. There's many things associated with this rune. But I got the sense of victory and also justice as well. Feeling like you've made it through, that you've made your accomplishment, that you achieved what you wanted to achieve. But also there's a sense of justice, of finally getting exactly what you feel you deserve as far as prosperity, gifts, joy, the life that you've always wanted to have that you felt denied you. It's coming. So this is what this rune is telling you.
Awesome. All right, Jessica, are you here? Calling once, calling twice. If not, we'll move forward to the next person. Make sure she's not. Oh, you're welcome, Cheyenne. Absolutely, hon. Pleasure reading you. She got spunky energy, too. All right, we'll go to the next person. See, oh, she just said yes, I think. All right, Jessica. Want to make sure. Whoa. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I was going to grab one deck and I went for the other one. She said universe. I think she said universe. I think it's what she said. All right, Jessica. Let's see what it says, hon. Jessica. All right, Jessica. Uh-oh. Somebody's trying to tell you something. All right, let's see here. You're here. Grizz got some noise going on in the background. There we go. You did hear some laughs. I thought I was going crazy. I know I heard some laughs. I knew I heard. Man, you all right? Now I got me off game. All right, let me Jessica. Jessica, what? Give me your issues. Are you like 30-ish, 40-ish? Give me a ballpark. Just a rough age. Shine, I thought I heard it too. I thought I was going crazy. All right, Jessica, give me a rough age, Jessica. 33. Okay. I was going to say 30-ish. All right. So the first card I got, for some reason, it's telling me to pay close attention. And if you notice that doors once closed are now opening up. So this is a life lesson. And these are in different forms. So, and I use this as reference as God. So they're probably not exactly as you envision and not as in the way that you expect things to come, but they're happening in a different form and fashion. So this is usually disguised in different ways that we're not accustomed to seeing them. So they're not going to make sense to you right now or as if they're going to happen. So I don't know if you're expecting things to change or are changing or in the process of changing or they will be changing, but this is going to happen. So pay attention to this. The next card that you've got, it tells me that you may have some outside influences about what's going on about yourself or about your inner circle. But you need to ignore what everyone else is saying in what you're doing and worry about yourself. It's pretty blunt. So your life is breaking your own self down and knowing your own limits. Okay. And you have to know when you're outgrowing yourself. Now, stop and think about that. When somebody says when you're outgrowing yourself, what does that mean? Well, to me, it's living your life the best way, the best morals, the best character, doing the best that you can every day to your fullest, right? Now, you're not in competition with anybody. And that's not what I'm saying. You're not here to outdo Sally, Dick, or Jane, or Ralph, or George, right? You're here to do your best every day. And I'm telling you this for a reason. I'm not going to say it on the air. I think you know. Plan to outdo what you did in the past, because this is your time to shine. I think there's going to be things changing for you, and this is for you and not for other people. I think you're going to be surprised on what's going to happen if you can align yourself a certain way in the next 4 to 7 months or so. I don't know what you got going on, but if you do this in the right time frame and make some minor adjustments and flip some things, you're going to have what you want and then some. It's not hard to do what needs to be done. What is hard is to change what is influencing, what is causing where you're at. Stop and think about that. Now, that is a big woo, because a lot of people dictate on what you do right now and how things are done and what things are being looked at. So people's reality is not real. Perception is wrong. Now, if you can think about that and let that sink in, perception is not reality. Reality can be perception. So when somebody sees 15 seconds, that's their reality. It's not yours. They don't see the whole picture. Is this making any sense? Okay, Lauren, thank you. Jessica, is this resonating with you? Let's see what she says here. Ah, yes. Okay. Awesome. It's hard to be vague, but get to the point where you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Angela, take it away.
All right. Jessica Royal. Okay, so the first rune I got is Mana. So this is the rune that is about humanity, the bridge from our world to the spirit world. It's the rainbow bridge. It's intellect, it's wisdom. And I got a sense that you have a purpose, that you have a sense of purpose. You just not sure what it is. It's like your soul has a very strong sense of purpose and is here for something very specific and is focusing on that right now and is trying to get you to bring you back to that focus and make you aware of that purpose. The next rune I got is Sowilo. Sowilo is the rune of wisdom. It's the rune of success. It's epiphany. It's that creative insight. It's that flash. It's both the lightning and the sun ray. So with Sowilo, I get that there's some grieving that needs to be done. And then once you move past that, this tremendous epiphany comes through and your perception changes and your whole reality becomes light and becomes sunny. It becomes wonderful, beautiful, full with joy. It's just, you just have to let some things go and let yourself finish grieving and go through that. The next rune I have is Isa. So this is the rune of ice. This is, when I see this, I see delay, pause. When I'm getting a sense of massive movement, like massive change, sort of like how a glacier might break off into the ocean, like a massive, massive change that's in your future, rather than usually when I see this, it's like pause, rest, delay, meditate, appreciate. This is more like of how ice can move. And you can think about particularly how glacier ice can reshape and transform a landscape. It can happen slowly or it can happen very quickly, depending on how that glacier moves. It feels like that. It feels like there's something in mass that's moving. It feels like your whole life is moving like a glacier. And it's carving out a new existence for you. And then when that melts away, you're going to have this new, beautiful surroundings all around you, a new life carved out for yourself.
Yes. So, Jessica, that is who we need to work on. We need to fix that. And Lauren, who's aiming? Is that one of my dolls, hon? All right, Crystal, you're up. All right, Crystal, let me click on you. Yeah, Jessica, it's hard, but that's one of the things I was talking about. All right, Crystal. Let's see here, Crystal. Let's see. All right, Crystal. All right, what do we got for Crystal here? All right. So the first card we got is we got the Soul Family card. And when we get the Soul Family card, it talks about reconnecting with friends and family, and talks about it's a blessing that you have them. It's also talking about you need to reach out and talk about your emotions and to explore certain things that you haven't been in, creating things that you haven't. So this is talking about, I guess, getting back, connecting with, I guess, your paintings. I think you paint. And I think that will also get in connections with your inner self. Because when it talks about this, and also gives me indications about familiars and safe zones. I don't know what this means about safe zones and familiar zones. That's something it shows like a lock on it. But when it talks about this, it talks about that you need to connect with your soul family and who comes that way, and see who comes that way and why, but it also comes with a padlock. So that is something personal. That's something that signifies that only you will know. But when the Soul Family card comes, it comes with a strength. It comes with a bond. What's very interesting, what follows that card is the Creativity card, and it's the Discovery card. And one of the ways the divine wants to connect with you, it talks about the creativity with you. And once again, is with you being able to create your expression. It understands that you're busy, and your mind is always busy with thoughts. And I kind of see the thoughts about things, and I think a lot of it has to do with work and a lot of issues with that. But it's also shown me strokes and paintbrushes again. So it's referring back to painting or drawing or something with arts. I think you do that, but it's talking about over and over again a lock, and it's talking about your mind to get expressions out and listen to your inner strengths. And it knows how to best to flow the energy out through you. And it's talking about tapping in your creative side to reconnect to your many talents. And it keeps expressing this over, and it keeps saying it over and over to me, to you. And it's talking about reconnecting, to be open to process all your mental things, to let it express on paper. Is this what you do? Is this how you talk? Do you talk out on paper? She says, I haven't painted in a while. Do you express yourself? I mean, I don't know. Like some artists, they think about something and they're like Angela. She says yes. Okay. Because I know Angela does this through her psychic portraits. So I know how Angela does it. I don't know how you do it. But it's saying do this without judging yourself. What does that mean? I don't understand that. Angela understands it. I don't.
Yeah.
So a lot of things I don't understand because only you or somebody else does. But it says that. I love creating things. But it keeps saying that. Don't judge yourself. Do the creative part. Connect to your soul family. But it also says forgive. And every time it says that, it comes with a lock. So that means it's for you. I don't know what that means. But you need to let things go. And there's something else that you need to let off your chest and unwind. When it unwinds means is to, how can I say this? Because you're not in my head. Process it, think about it, speak it, and just let it go and lock it up and just walk away. It's the best way I can describe without you being in my head. But it keeps telling me strokes and paint, but it keeps saying without judging yourself. I don't know what that means. So Angela keeps smiling and shaking her head. Yes. So you know what that means.
I know exactly what that means.
My sister and I are not. Oh, okay. Now, once she said that, the lock came open. So that's what that means. Even photo says be creative. Okay. So y'all know what it means. I don't know what it means, but that's what it's telling me. But after that process is as I see light, and I see there's a transition that it seems like you're going to meet somebody, or you're talking to somebody, or you're going to be talking to somebody soon. I don't know who this is. I don't know who it is. There's somebody, an old friend or somebody coming up soon, or if you haven't, or you're going to be. So be watching out for that. But you got good energy. But however, forgive yourself. I'm just saying. But other than that, you're good and golden. But but you need to go back to doing what you love, girl. All right, Angela, after you.
All right. So if you can put her name back up there, Crystal.
Yes,
is that
Crystal.
Her name? Oh,
Crystal.
okay.
Crystal.
Okay, and I know when you're talking about not judging it, like don't judge the art that you're pouring out of you. It's meant to come out a certain way. Don't judge it too dark or too bad or too good or not good enough. Just leave it be, whatever it is. So don't judge what comes out on the page or on the canvas. Just let it flow. Okay, so the first rune I get for you, Crystal. This is the rune of harvest. This is Yara. So Yara meaning there's a whole lot that's waiting in store for you to log it out. A whole lot of creativity, a whole lot of prosperity is coming to you. And it's a matter of going back to those talents again. It just feels like once you go into your talents again, exploring art and exploring at a more deeper level, we're talking like a soul level, or your most deepest part of yourself. Let whatever images that are there, whatever colors, whatever it is, don't judge yourself on the composition of it, or it's too off, it's too this or too that. Just let it be. Just let it be. And this is going to open up a whole realm of prosperity for you. Because what I'm seeing and what I'm showing is art being sold. It's like your art sells because it resonates. It resonates with people. Especially, it feels like on a very deep level. So the next rune I got for you is Fayu. And I got this is wealth. This is money. This is mobile wealth. So you have some disposable income coming towards you. So you have a little bit of extra. So you have that extra money that's coming towards you. And then the last rune I got, this is Kenya's. So Kenya's is your inner light. It's your inside light, your inner guide, your intuition. Follow that. So follow your whatever your conscious or subconscious, your soul, whatever wants to express, whatever images it has something to teach you, something to show you, something you need to investigate. Let that pour out. Let it guide you, and the results will be tremendous.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's good. I think I've seen a couple of pieces she's done. She's real good at it. All right, Sunny. All right, Sunny, let's see what we got here. Ooh, wow. Sunny, let's talk. All right, Sunny. So the first card we got is, it shows me taking the leap card. It's the courage card. What I get with this card, you have to sometimes let go of something good to get something great. So it's like trading up. So if you're holding on to something, you're comfortable, you're never going to get something better. I can say what I think, but I may not be right, or I could be. I love when I get that thought. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you wonder, because I think you know what I'm thinking. But with you, taking a leap into the unknown is scary. It shouldn't be. I do it all the time. You know, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't. Sometimes you have to take the path that people don't take. It's not a bad thing. I think you need to do it. I think you're scared. It's okay to be nervous. It's not okay to be scared. But I think you are being called upon your faith to do it. And I think the universe is telling you it's time. I think you've been putting it off. But if you want to experience the next level of success, you're going to have to make that decision. I'll be honest with you. You cannot stay where you're at and be comfortable and make the journey. There's no way. It's impossible. You're going to be stuck where you're at. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just telling you what I see and what the card's telling me. Because the next card, it's dreams realized and it's manifest. And when I see that card, it's confirming the first card that you got. And it shows me that you have the power to create and manifest what you want and what you desire. But you have to choose to push outside your comfort zone. And I think you're going to be tested. And I think your faith is going to be tested. I think your will is going to be tested. I think your endurance is going to be tested. I think, yeah, you're going to be tested. Are you going to be, is she even taking it? She says, I don't want just, I see, I want to, I just don't know how to do it. That's the problem. You're thinking too much. I'm inside your head right now. I know what you're thinking, and that's scary. I'm sorry. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Jason, you're still here. I got you in line. But what I'm telling you is that you're going to have to push outside your comfort zone and have self-determination to do it. And because I think this is your call, your wake-up call to make that judgment to move forward. Hey, welcome, John Lamb. I didn't see you come in. Welcome. And I think you're going to stay on a clear, focused path. And I think you have the endurance to do it. But you're going to have to want to do it. And I think the universe is going to create what you want. And I think it's going to manifest. And I think it's going to be for your highest good. The cards are showing me that. I think the cards are telling me that. And I think you've been wanting it. And I think you've been wanting to hear it. And it's being told to you. So you're going to have to jump on the horse and ride it. I don't know what else to tell you. It's here. So what's she saying? So, Sonny, are you going to take the step? Oh, Crystal says you can see her art on Instagram. Awesome. Where's your Instagram, Crystal? Put it out there so everybody can go look at it. Oh, I love to have some green tomatoes right now. Hey, John Lamb. I think she's in shock right now. Hey, KD. I'll say thank you. 2 head smash, lack of support. I hope you have support. I got support, Kay. As long as you're in my corner. Sonny, did you fall off the couch? Hey, war criminal. Nice to have you. Crystal Colors. Oh, that's nice, Crystal. I like that name. Damn, I hope I didn't scare her off the channel, did I? Oh, there she is. I want to. I'm confused which step, how to make the right step. Me guns. I tell you, the first step is put your right foot forward and the left to follow. It's simple. Don't look back. It's all you got to do. Go ahead, Angela. You got it. You got it, Sonny.
Okay, so the first rune I got for Sunny, this is Ewas. So this represents a journey moving forward, and usually with a partnership, but this is moving forward. It's like things are moving forward. You're about to go on this journey, and I'm being told, like, with this journey, it's like it's something that you just need to take that step in a new direction. This is the direction that you've been feeling and knowing that you need to take. So just a matter of stepping in the new direction. Even if it's a little step, it's better than no step at all. Okay. So I got that you're being put upon this journey. The next rune I got is Ansus. So Ansus is wisdom, particularly speaking. What I'm getting off of this rune for you, Sonny, is the sense that wisdom is guiding you. It's hidden wisdom. It's not something that's obvious to you. It's not something that's on the surface. It's something that's very deep and profound, and it is guiding you. So you should follow that wisdom, is what that rune is saying. It's like this wisdom is guiding you all the way. It's like this wisdom is like from your higher self. Like you made this commitment before you even got here, before you were born. Like you knew what you were going to do. It's just a matter of now, how do I achieve it? And it's saying take a step in that new direction. So the next rune I got here is Mana. So this is the Bifrost rune. This is the bridge. This is humanity. This is wisdom. This is intellect. What I got here is that this is your bridge to cross, because it is representing a bridge, and it's literally you have a bridge to cross. Once you're across it, I mean, it feels scary at first, but once you're across it and you see the other side of it and you see where you're going, you realize that you're meant to do this, and your anxiety will just go away because you embrace it and you see it in front of you. You just have that realization, like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. So that's your rune reading. So the runes are saying just take that first step to that new direction.
Yeah. So what's going to happen with her is the journey is not going to be visible until you make the step. Mm-hmm. The universe is not going to open up until you make the decision. And once you start, it's going to be laid out for you. You got to make the commitment first. All right, Denise. All right, where's Denise at? Denise. There you go, Denise. All right. So what's really interesting, I love Denise's energy. I do, then it's like, damn. And I get hit. It's like, damn, Denise, what the hell? So the first card I get, it's kind of discernment, and it's on the card too, but it's a false narrative. And the reason why I get a false narrative, it's wild. It's like it's a reminder, be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. And I get that it's a negative narrative, and it's destructive, and it's not true. So there's a reason why this is being said, and it's a reason why I'm saying it. And it's like, stop listening to an ego-based story. I don't know why this is being said. It's like it's laced with falsehoods and old conditioning. Now, I don't know if this is now. Is Denise? Is this the 9/11 stuff? Are you Denise? Are you the one with 9/11 stuff? Or is that somebody else? I can't remember. Or is that Gene? I can't remember. Oh, okay. So this is okay. So that would, okay. So this is why that, so I would sync this with that. I would tie those two together. Counteract, so positive where, okay. So I would sync with that. That would make sense because I wouldn't trust any of that right now. So I would tie that. But the other card I got is a new beginning card. And I like the new beginning card because it talks about intentions. And this could be after this, and it could tie in with what you're trying to do. And I'm hopefully it does, because it talks about new doors opening and new opportunities. And they're talking about they're going to be here and things are going to be shifting to a higher frequency. And I'm seeing that. But it also talks about honoring yourself. And this also could be tied into, which I'm hopefully it is, picking up on from the paperwork and other stuff that you have been going through and the torment you've been going through as well. But it talks about your accomplishments. And it talks about also about new beginnings. It talks about fresh start, a clean slate. And it's also about being asked to bring your new self into the new chapter, to the new beginning, to the new light. So hopefully this will bring some resolutions of things coming to an end, to the new beginning for you this year. And hopefully this will all tied into. I think, didn't Peter give you a reading? Didn't he say about this? Didn't he say this is going to wrap up? I'm trying to go from memory now. Because Peter's always accurate. But that's what I'm getting, Denise. Fellas, I don't know what I am. Weird. I see things and know things I shouldn't know about people, Phyllis. Yes, it's coming and I'm going to get it good. So this is just showing about, because when I see stuff and the cards are confirming this. So and I'm seeing light. So, and the cards are confirming this. So that's good. So hoping this does wrap up everything. So I'm glad. So Angel, I'll let you take it over from here.
All right, Denise. Let's see what we have for you, what the runes are saying. So the first rune I got for you is Thorisos. So Thorisos is the rune of danger, risk. This can be sharp things, boundaries, difficulties. And I feel like there are difficulties, but I feel like it's created. It feels like you created the difficulties. It feels like you've created some things for yourself. But they feel like they're in your head and not external. It's like something that you created inside. The next rune I got for you is Isa. So Isa meaning pause, delay, rest, contemplation. I'm getting the sense of pause, like take a moment to pause and collect your thoughts, pause for yourself, gather your, relax, kind of gather your thoughts a bit. And I got like calm yourself down, like take a deep breath. And then the last rune I'm drawing here for you. This is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. So it really feels like you're being recognized. Like there's a recognition in your future for all the work that you did, all the hard work that you put into things. It's like you're going to be giving a gift, and it feels like somebody congratulating you and, thank you for doing this. Thank you for coming so far. Thank you for not giving up. That's what it feels like. It feels like you get this congratulations, this thank you, this gratitude, this recognition for everything that you've done, for your perseverance. It's going to come through for you.
So you got the same thing. So it's 3 of us. That's pretty awesome. I know she's been dealing with this for a while. You're welcome, Nilda. Yeah, Cindy, I've got you on the list. Yeah, Nilda, we called your name. You was out, so I'll do you next, Nilda. Jason, are you still in here, Jason? I'll do you after Nilda, Jason. Then we got Cindy, and so Nilda, Jason, and Cindy. So I'm real happy for you, Denise. I know you've been waiting years for this. So, yeah, she said, oh, something came off my bookcase. She says, thank you, Angela. It resonated. All right, Nilda. All right, let's see here. Jennifer. Do I know a Jennifer? All right, let's see here, Nilda. All right, Nilda. All right, Nilda. So let's talk about you for a second. So the first card I've got is decisions and fear. So when I see this card, it talks about, to me, it talks about maybe some choices that you probably made. You probably made not on the best choices, and you probably made them under emotional. And when I say emotional, you probably made them under haste, out of fear, just like the card says, not having your heart in the right place, not having the right knowledge. And I think fear has played a lot of roles in some of your control, in some of your decisions you probably have been making lately. But this card's also, I think, in your circumstance, is telling you that you probably need to take a step back and make a better responsive choice instead of reactive. When we make reactive choices in life, we make them because we're emotional. And I talk about this a lot to people. We make emotional choices. We make bad decisions. And I said bad decisions because they're wrong decisions, because we make them out of haste. And emotional decisions are wrong decisions because they're bad judgments. So what we need to do is able to see the truth and make the best choice when we see clearly and everything's laid out in front of us. And with that, we need to do it with a calm and centered manner. It's very important to do that because some of the choices I think that you have probably made has probably had a ripple effect. And whether you have dealt with some of those now, there's going to be some consequences down the road that's going to come back. However that is, I've got the partnership card. Now, in your situations, it's telling me that we need to focus on getting you guided to reach out to form partnerships and probably some alliance to expand your visions and some perspectives on some of the decisions that need to be made. I don't think some of the decisions that you made were with the full information or the best information on hand to make the best choices. I don't think they were fully disclosed. That was offered to you or assisted in your endeavors. I think you know what I'm talking about on that. But I also think that a lot of people are not offering to help you in certain ways to get you to your goals, to what you need to be. You got a good heart. You got a good soul. I see a lot of things that you kind of struggle with. But some of those were some of the decisions that were made yesterday that have caught up with you. However, I think you can rebound from some of this. I do see things changing, but you're going to need some help on this. You got a good heart and soul, but what are you dealing with right now that you're trying to work through? Nilda. Let's see here. Nilda. Nilda. Where'd she go? All right, Nilda, give me some feedback. Oh, pain. Okay. Yes. All right. So that's going to change. But there's something else you're struggling with. But you're going to get through it. But it's going to take a family member that's closest to you. Is it a son or daughter? I'm not good with that, with the family members thing. Ash and you are. I'm not. So, is your son or daughter helping you? Let's see what she says. Daughter. Okay. So I'm learning the steps. That's why I have to figure out. I can't do the little thing you are. All right. So that's going to be your key. But I think that's going to be your key to get out of a lot of things. But she is your guardian angel, and she's your lifesaver. So kudos to her. And I tell you what, man, she needs a hug, and I'm very thankful. And you are a good soul. I mean, you're going through so much. I pray for you. You're going to get through it, Nilda. I mean, yeah, you're going to get through it. But just make sure, when you make decisions, just take a breath. I know it's frustrating. Trust me. My insurance started all over on June 1st. And man, my doctors, it's just a nightmare. Trust me. So I know exactly what you're going through. But yes. But all right, Angela, go ahead.
All right. Nilda.
All right.
So the first rune I get for Nilda. This is Thorisas, and I'm feeling sharp pain, like sharpness. It's like really, really sharp. It's almost like a stabbing pain, and I'm like feeling really intensely with you. It feels okay. I can't tell where it is, but it feels like it has to do with the nervous system. It's like you're getting these sharp pains. The next rune I got is Ansus. Ansus is wisdom. So I'm being told by this, it feels like that wisdom has been absent in the past, but it's something that needs to be learned and that you need help with. And I feel like it's a call for wisdom. So to consider everything carefully and with a sense of calm and objectivity, as opposed to basing it on impulse or emotions or something that's hasty, or a sense of urgency that, it has to be made now. You can consider it carefully. So wisdom can be from above as well. It feels like you need counseling. It feels like there's counseling that's needed. The next rune, so you might want to seek some expertise as well. Somebody that's an expert in what you're looking for. So the next rune I get for you. Okay, so I got Isa. Isa again. So Isa meaning pause, rest, delay. I get a sense of patience being called for. It's like you're being called to have patience. And it's part of the wisdom, part of teaching you wisdom is learning patience. So you're being called to be patient. And you will get through this.
Yeah, so Nilda said she's got a back problem. See, I wouldn't have picked that up because my back problems, I wouldn't feel it. I wouldn't pick any of that up. All right, Jason, let's see here. So, yeah, I wouldn't even notice that. All right, Jason, where you at? All right, Jason. All right, let's see here. All right, so the first card you got is past life karma cycles. So when this card usually comes up with somebody, this usually indicates there's a past life that comes up. That's usually, sometimes it's an intense energy that surrounds you, a person, a situation. When you look into the ways that clear your past life trauma and maybe see the bigger picture or the situation, a life lesson. So you must be going through something. And I think we've talked about this. And I'm trying to remember what it is. You're welcome, Nilda. And Nilda says, thank you, Angela. Jason, what are you going through? Can you just give me a quick rundown? I think, was it marital? Was it you? I don't know if it was it you? Let's see, Jason. See if he responds. Got a lot going on at work right now. Okay. So when we look at past life karma, usually something comes up and it's a life changing. So I don't know if it was, it was marital. Okay. But I think there was two things that you were working on. I think that and work. So from a life lesson perspective, we need to take ownership and part on, but we need to think about the two things you're going through. And I know this will sound awful, but we have to work through this and work through it and get past it. Because, man, you're just getting eaten alive, man. God, you are eaten alive inside. Daggone, you're going through a lot. So we need to get you past this. And, you're going through a lot. Your energy. The other card I got from your leadership card, it's showing me that you have the opportunity to take the lead. Not only do you take the lead, I'm showing also from the perspective from work is that because it also says maybe in work, but it's also leaning towards the family situation. But you have the wisdom and knowledge. And I think I said this before, that if we have the tough conversations and we have to do what is best at the time, not to play it safe, but do what is best and shine your light and speak the truth. And I said this, and I think I said this to you. Fight what is right and believe in what you want and what is true. And if it is, then fight for what you want. If it's something that can be saved, save. If not, then we need to terminate. We need to work through both situations. You are in a situation right now that we need to get you past this. We need to heal the one at home and the one through work. You have the mentality, you have the power, you have the stamina. You can get through this. You can get past this. I see the light. I see the ending on this. I see you getting through this. You have to trust in yourself and trust in the higher power to get you through this. You can do this. But it's also giving me a reference about shining yourself and doing what's best for the time and blending in and moving forward. But I'm also showing that the work thing is working itself out, but in that short term. So I'm seeing that being resolved very, very quickly. That's being resolved. But the other part is that you need to work on that. You need to heal yourself, Jason. I mean, woosah, rub your ears. Because dude, you're killing yourself, bro. You're going to get through this. Jake, no, he sees that perfect. Thank you. It's what I try to do every day. Yeah, I see you're doing that. Totally. Yeah, man. Wow. Your energy's like, whoa. I tell you what, a lot of people cannot do what you're going through right now. There's no way, hands down, Jason. So more power to you. However, you got this, man. You got this in the bag. I see all this working out. I see you getting through this. The work thing, I think you got that almost resolved. I think you got that planned out. I think you got the details working itself out. You just got to finalize what you're doing. I think you're just working on the fine details, and it's going to hammer itself out. So you're good to go on that. But the other part, yeah, you're gonna come out on the end on that one too. Go ahead, Angela.
All right. So,
damn it. The whole deck exploded.
Oh, gosh.
I never had that happen.
All right. So I'm going to use the Bloodstone runes because they're about healing. So let me go ahead and get you your first rune out. So the very first rune's a blank rune, so we'll put that aside. Now, next rune I got is Ewas. So Ewas is journey, partnership, and it feels like there's a broken partnership. I was just showing like a flash of a period in the Middle Ages where you were in armor, you had a partner who was in armor, also a friend, and it felt like you betrayed him. It felt like you betrayed him. And I don't know if you were on, it feels like you had different loyalties, and you betrayed him at some point, but he was your friend. And it's something that haunts you, and your haunts are conscious, and you're trying to reconcile that. So the next rune I have is gift. And this is Gabo. So this is Gabo. This means an exchange of energy. What I'm getting from this is like you're going to be getting a reprieve. It feels like there's much to work out, but I'm being told you have to forgive yourself for that past life. There's like forgiveness for yourself that needs to be worked out. And it feels like this partnership is coming to you. This is also feels like love is coming to you, like this, like an improved relationship status. This is what I'm seeing coming out of this. The next rune I got is Feyu. So Feyu, right here, this usually represents the cow, but it represents money. This is disposable income. All right. So I get the impression that you do have a blessing of money that's coming from you for you as well. That is a gift for you, and it feels like it's something for you to treasure. Because this money is for you. It is for you to set aside for yourself. Not right away, but for that day that you really, really need it, that it would really come in handy. Something for you that's to help cushion you in a difficult time and that you may have upcoming, and that you want to put that aside for yourself. So with past life readings, I do those extensively, but I see this is going back to the medieval era, and you might even be able to, perhaps through hypnosis, perhaps through a medium or a combination, be able to find the person, the best friend that you betrayed, and ask for his forgiveness as well to help clear the slate from that time, because this is going back to the Middle Ages. It feels like it was a war, but you were best friends, and it feels like this is between England and France. So this may be going back to the 100 Years' War.
Oh, wow. All right, Cindy. All right, so I drew your card, Cindy. So the first card I got, it's talking about it's weird. So you're going to explain this to me because it's not it's weird. It's going to relate to you, not me. It's talking about your mindset is fixed. It's also talking about to free yourself from that, and we need to rise above it. We also need to talk about not placing limitation on what you think you can achieve, but we need to look forward down the road. We also need to talk about how you stand in your way of yourself. So what does that mean? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? But we also don't stand in your own way because you're not letting yourself flourish. When that comes to mind, it seems like you're doing something and you just stop. And you're doing something and you stop. And we're doing something and we stop. And so that's what is coming to mind. Because when we do this and we stop, then this is where the abundance and this is where we flourish and everything comes in all forms of life. But the second card, it ties into the first card. And it talks about where you are right now in life. And when we stop and think about where we are right now in life, is where we're supposed to be. And so this is twofold. Are you thinking where I'm at in life is where I'm not supposed to be, or where I'm in life is where I wanted to be, is not where I wanted to be, is I wanted to be further in life? So I need you to clarify that. But we want to be careful and not compare ourselves to others. And I say this in laughing tones, is we don't want to compare ourselves to the Joneses or to the Georges or however you want to call it. But we also don't want to do that because that also adds pressure to ourselves, right? We want to take, and for some reason, I have to tell you this, we want to take each day as it comes. So let's focus on today, and tomorrow as it comes, let's go through that. Let's not worry about tomorrow after tomorrow or next week or next month. That will come. Okay, and we'll deal with that when it comes. Let's focus on what's going to happen today. And I'm supposed to be telling you that. Or in something else, you are a better person than what you think you are. I don't know why you think any less. I don't understand that. So you are a better person than you were yesterday. So think about that. One thing I will say, growth isn't easy. It's never pleasant. Sometimes it can be hard, and sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes it's trial and tribulations, and it's a struggle. Sometimes we have to have growing pains. Sometimes we get scars and scratches from growing, and but just reminder is that you got this, and you're going to be okay. And once we get through today, you're going to be like, damn, that wasn't as bad as it is. Or once you get done with this, you're going to be like, wow, I got this. It wasn't as hard as it was. And then you're going to look back a week from now. And you're like, man, I wasn't that as bad as I was, you know? Yeah, what was I? Yeah, I got, well, wow. That's right, Grizzly. So what's going on in your life now? So why is it the hard as you think it was? It's not. Where's she at? I'm trying to embrace my spiritual gifts. I take Ricky. Well, there you go. Why are you worrying about it too much? Enjoy it. So you got it. You got a beautiful soul too, girl. Absolutely. Okay, Angela, you got it.
All right, Cindy.
I think we only got one or two left now. Little Twisted and Barbara, yes.
All right.
All right.
So the first rune I got for Cindy is Dagaz. So this is the rune of enlightenment, knowledge, the awareness of the light and the dark. You see that here, this is the highest point of the sun in the sky in the noonday. So I'm getting the impression like you've got that enlightenment, that you have that as in your spirit. Like, I have this, like I know what I'm doing. I've got this realization, and it feels like I'm hearing self-actualization, like that is something that you're striving for, this self-actualization, like this great awareness, this unity of your higher self and your present self. and bringing that wisdom with you. And then the next rune I got is Gabo. So Gabo is the rune of gift. Gabo is showing a partnership here. I got that you're working on this self-realization, this enlightenment, in order to manifest, in order to bring in what you want. And I got the impression that you're actually removing blockages when you're going through this, and that you're actually allowing gifts to flow through you. And it feels like you're achieving exactly what you need to be. You're like right in alignment, so you can see things clearly and objectively. And the next rune I got for you is Wunyo. So Wunyo is don't worry, is peace, joy, happy endings, beautiful happiness, exactly what you're looking for. I feel like so much peace, so much freshness in my mind, just so much clarity. If this is coming for you, this tremendous peace is coming for you. So congratulations, this joy is coming and it's manifesting for you and it's on its way.
All right. Yeah, a lot of healing tonight, man. It's been a pleasure reading everybody. So we got Barbara, are you here? If not, we're going to move to a little twisted. Let me shuffle the cards here. And well, I had no idea. Angela, thank you. I had no idea we went that far over. I'm sorry. All right, a little twisted. Let me wrap up with a little twisted here with you, Angela. A little twisted. You got Cindy. Oh, wow. Thank you. But you're welcome, Cindy. All right, a little twisted. I like your energy tonight. All right, let's see here. All right, for some reason I'm hot right now. All right, let's see here. Oh, all right. So the first card I've got. So it talks about sometimes when we need to walk away, that's the only option. So it's interesting. It's talking about that. But it's not because we want to make that. It's because someone may miss you. So it talks about letting go. But it also talks about realize that people may take you for granted. So it's very interesting. So that can be a relationship. It can be a coworker or friendship. But it also talks about we need to look about respect for yourself. And when we talk about that, we also talk about respect for yourself and well-being. And a lot of people don't realize how important that is. And I'll be honest with you, I only circle myself with the best of the best. Birds of the feather flock together. Remember that, plain and simple. You are what you eat, right? Same thing with your friends you associate with. And unfortunately, I won't say anything else because of law enforcement, but you get the gist. And sometimes you may have to cut people out of your circle. I'll leave that right where it lays. The next card, it's very interesting. It talks about questions. When you need assistance, you must go inward. That reflects two things. We must look at ourselves and we must look at people inward in our circle that we trust. But it also talks about, I feel, in your circumstance, we must meditate not only on the question, but on our self-reflection and character at a certain point. Stop. And when I say stop, I want you to stop that mental thinking process. But one thing I want you to do is sometimes you need to ask for help. And I don't think you do that when it's appropriate. And I think you should. You need to trust your intuition, I think, when you most need to, and ask for the right help. Because when you do that, the guidance will be delivered. And I think you kind of like that in certain areas. Does it make you a bad person? Absolutely not. I think sometimes you kind of embarrass a little bit. And I use the word embarrass loosely. I am not the person that is embarrassed to ask a question to anybody. I'm always the one in the conference room raising my hand and say, I don't understand, explain it. Or I have a question, explain it. I am that guy. Because the guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. But when you do that, you will always win. People say life is like a game of chess. And the thing is that if you watch people in life and you watch their mistakes, when it's your turn to go up and bat, you know what to do because you are not going to make the same mistake twice like they did because you observe. So when it's your turn, you know what to do. That makes you the better chess player, right? Because you already know what move not to make because that pawn already got taken. That rook got taken. That, you know what I'm saying? So just like that is just like chess. Why do you think people love chess? It's a strategic game. So is life. You got to know how to move throughout life to be prosperous, to be successful. You have the keys to do it. You have the momentum to do it, but you have to unlock yourself. I think you hold yourself back a little bit because you feel like the little engine. You're like, and you doubt yourself. What the hell? No, you don't. Do it. Yes, do it. I know you're streaming. I know you hate that. That's why if I wouldn't be telling you if you knew. That's why I'm telling you. I love you, little twisted. But yes, I know. I know you can't pick family. So, hey, I just told my dad for a year when I was married. And I sure did. So anyways. But you got this. But just learn what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And man, you got this. You got it licked. So yes, absolutely. Good cards, good energy. All right, Angela, last one.
Okay, a little twisted. Getting the runes here. Okay. The first rune I have here is flow. So actually it's called Lingus, but it's the flow of water. I see the flow of life. It's growth. It's supposed to represent the leak. What I have for the pressure for you is that you got this. Like you think you're not in a good flow. It's like you disrupt your own flow, your own space that you're supposed to be in, your own channel. It's like I'm on a good trip, you're on a good place. It's like you're on a good track, and then you get hard on yourself and you disrupt yourself. You take yourself off the beaten path, off the track you're trying to be on, that flow that you're supposed to be on, that's where you're moving right along. So I get there's some interference there. So quit doubting yourself is the rune is saying. It's like, quit doubting yourself. Quit doubting yourself. You're just trust the flow, trust the process. This is something you're meant to be in. The next rune I got is Gabo. So Gabo's been coming up a lot. This is gift. Gabo's gift. You see the two energies working together, this giving and receiving. And what I got is gratitude. This rune is saying to focus on your gratitude. Like, be grateful for where you are right now. Be grateful for all the things that have happened that got you to the point where you are now. And this rune is telling me that the gratitude that when you start diving into that and start practicing more gratitude, that those negative thoughts that disrupt you and take you off your track of success, those are going to go away, and you'll just have a clear path all the way. The next rune. Oh, you're hard on yourself. You're a perfectionist.
Oh yeah.
I've learned to embrace the flaws because that's how God made me. Right? He made me with them.
That's right.
He didn't make me the same as everybody else. He made me with everything, so including my flaws. It's only people think that they're flaws. God says they're not flaws. He put them there. So the next rune I've got this is mana. So this is wisdom. This is the bridge from our physical world to the spirit realm. It's the rainbow bridge. And I got that. What I'm seeing is like smooth sailing. It's like when I see a bridge, when I see a bridge in the literal sense, it's like a decision time to in life. You're coming up on a decision, and it feels like you just cruise on across it to the other side without any issue. Like I'm just going through life, and I didn't know I'm supposed to be here. I'm just gonna go cruise on through, cruise on to the other side. It's okay. It's gonna work out really well. So wonderful. It's just that gratitude is key.
Yeah, absolutely. It was wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Angela, thank you so much for staying. I had no idea we're that far over. So, ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast around the world, don't forget tomorrow, tune in. We're talking about the Michigan boy feeding Sasquatch. And Michigan DNR got called on him. And he got in trouble for feeding the bears. 4:00 Eastern time. Thank you, Angela. Good night. Coast to coast in the world. Good night, everybody.